Hi, this is DIY Tools and Other Stuff with Andy, me. It's been a few years since I did the last video, so I think last time I spoke about PEX crimps versus clamps. So today we're gonna review, or I give you my opinion to the expansion PEX. So let's get started. I want to show you some of the tools. So we got, when I bought the kit, the Milwaukee expansion tool, it comes in the box with a charger. You get some loop and you get a 3/4 head, 1 inch and 1/2 inch comes with it. So to change the head, pretty simple. You literally just unscrew it, take the new one, pop it on, and you're all set. This piece, you always want this really good lubricated. So you're gonna just put it on, pop the battery in, and take the safety off, and you're ready to go. So what I like with this PEX, we got down here, you got a little view in the box here. There we go. I guess that's gonna work. Okay, so you, like with the other PEX, you have everything. You have shutoffs, elbows, tees, everything you need. But let's talk about how to put that thing together. So it's pretty simple. You got your PEX pipe, same size than the PEX B. So this stuff is called PEX A or expansion PEX, I think ProPex or whatever they call it too. So I call it PEX A. So you have your little sleeves. Put the sleeve right on the pipe. Make sure it sits all the way in. And it's pretty simple. You pop the tool in, press the button. While it's expanding, it also rotates. So I would say, I don't know, 6 to 8 times. So it expands the pipe, it expands the sleeve. So you literally just pop your fitting in, make sure it stays all the way in. The PEX is gonna go back, it's gonna compress back to its original state. And it always, apparently, it's always gonna try that. So it's always start. Now I can't get it back out. So it all depends on the room temperature too, you know. So, but that's about it. So it's pretty simple. What I love with that stuff is it's more flexible than a regular PEX B. So if you kink it, you can literally just go with a heat gun, heat it up a little bit. It goes right back straight. What I love with that stuff is you can literally be in the ceiling somewhere trying to get a connection in. If you have the crimp tool, it's a pain in the butt. So if you're in a ceiling somewhere, you literally can just bend your pipe down, get your tool, expand it, put it back in, slide it back together, and you have your connection. So that's what I love with this stuff. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. It's not that cheap either. The machine is. So everything else, I think the machine runs around, I don't know, $400 or $500. I bought it like a while back. It's probably a lot more expensive now. But that's about it. So if you have tight spaces where you can't really go with a crimp tool, or you do, yeah, where you restricted, you know, with space, this stuff, I love it. I use it for, you know, you feed your pipes through, you have a bunch of other pipes, wiring and God knows whatever in the ceilings or floors or walls. You can feed it a lot easier through, and you could be able to make a connection without going with your tool in the wall or in a tight space. You literally can just bend your pipe out, expand it, push it back in, and hook it back together wherever you need it. So the piping, I think I said that, same size like the other PEX. So if you want to shark bite something together or whatever, you know, it's gonna work. Shark bites work on these pipes too. I'm not a big fan of shark bites, so what they have is, oh, I have it somewhere. No, I don't. I'm sure I have it somewhere. No, but you have a connector. There we go. There we go. Connector, ProPex connector, ProPex to PEX A. So you literally can, if you have a copper pipe and you, I don't know, have a leak or you want to replace something or do whatever, you can just ProPex this adapter on your copper pipe and then go from there. You can go from there with your PEX A and then, you know, go further, so you don't have to use the shark bite. For the ProPex, yes, ProPex is pretty expensive. They have the tools where you can press it by hand. So I think if you mainly do PEX work, you don't need a ProPex. You know, you can get the one tool, you get your connection on, and you're good. Or you use a shark bite, you know, even faster, I guess. I like to use the ProPex, press it together. I personally like to use copper and press the copper. But sometimes you, and I'm sure most of you guys, some of you guys know, sometimes it's just copper is, number one, it's going to take you longer, or you restrict it. You know, if you have to feed, I don't know, some windy way, you got to feed your pipes through ceilings, walls, wherever, you know, it's a lot easier. Just run, I don't know, get a 10-foot PEX line and just slide it through, you know, it's a lot more flexible than copper. You guys know with copper, you know, it's straight or it's not, you know. Oh, of course, maybe it's my light off. Oh, yeah, there we go. Always something. Last time my fly zapper scared the crap out of me. Now the lights turn off, so it's always something. I'm trying to get more videos out, something more detailed, more yeah, I'm not gonna go and measure and give you measurements of the machine and the weight of the machine and stuff like this. I think it's a normal weight for a machine. The only thing, when I do a framing nailer review or opinion or whatever you want to call that, the Milwaukee nailer is heaviest. So this one I definitely will bring up the weight. Everything else, I think everything is normal size. You know, if you're in the field and you have your tools, you know what I'm talking about. So it's not really out of the ordinary. So with this one, like I said, it's easy. You can go in the ceilings. You can think there's a little hook here. You can hook it up in your pants. So it's, yeah, it's thing. I love that tool. It helped me through a lot. Actually, matter of fact, I bought it. I had a job site somewhere where we had all plaster walls and everything, and with the plaster and the mesh, it was just taking a lot of space in the wall. So there was no much way to work with copper. So we're gonna use that stuff, and it was just, yeah, sweet, a lot easier. So I'm gonna press another connection here on this one. We got the pipe, we got the sleeve. Put the sleeve on, always make sure it sits all the way on the tool in. There you go. You put your next connection in, bam, done. So cutting that stuff, it's like regular PEX, you know what I mean? It's like butter, not compared to what, you know, with copper. Copper, you have a little bit more effort to cut that. This stuff it's pretty sweet. You get good connections. I'm using this for, I would say, maybe 2 years, maybe a little bit over 2 years, and so far no complaints, no issues. It works every time. They have it, I think, I don't know, at least up to 1 inch. I normally don't use inch pipes, but ½ inch mainly, 3/4, a lot. So I would definitely recommend it if you run, I don't know, new system or new water line somewhere, or repairing something. it's definitely gonna work. Like I said, we did last year in the winter. We had a bunch of busted copper pipes from the freezing. We cut it in one room, pop the little connectors on, switch over to PEX, and go to the next one, pop PEX in again. And I guess the manufacturer or whatever, they say the chances of this to bust when it freezes are a lot less than with copper pipes. Like I said, again, this stuff expands and it goes back, you know, so it should not pop. I'm not sure about the fittings, you know, plastic, so there's no expansion on this one. So I'm pretty sure if the water freezes in there, you may have a coupling broken. Well, they sell them at brass too. That gives you a little bit more stability, you know, than this plastic stuff. But I guess plastic is where we're going these days, you know, because you can buy, I don't know, a whole pack of 10, 15 of these fittings than when you buy one brass fitting. So I would say, you know, use it when you need it, but you know, for the most part, the plastic stuff is going to do it. What else we got? Yeah, we have shutoffs with it. Inline shutoffs I like, you know, to use. It's not a shutoff you use that much. You can pop it in, I don't know, somewhere in a water feed to bathroom or whatever, you know. But this kind, and I have them here like forever, like a little shutoffs, and you can screw on your faucet supply line and stuff like this. I normally do not like PEX at any end of the line, if that makes sense. So I normally like to have at one point, you know, switching back. Oh, God, I gotta fix that light situation. There we go. At one point you're gonna switch back. I switch back to copper. It's just more stable, more rigid, especially when you have shower valves and stuff like this. Normally, I don't know, we got stop outs for showers, you know, everything's copper around the valve. On a shower valve, I want to have copper. You can secure it a lot better. In my opinion, you can secure it a lot better. I'm sure you can secure plastic stuff too, but a copper around shower valves, copper at you know, before shutoffs for faucets and stuff. You know, you just wanna, whenever you do stuff, you just wanna get it done right. You know, what's in the wall, you know, if this is plastic or not, and for the most part, in new construction, everything is plastic. You know, it's plastic. It's just cheaper. So if you have long runs and stuff, you do this, and then at the end, you go to your fixture, faucet, shower valve, whatever. I transition back to copper and have everything pressed in, and it's just more sturdy. I think it's just more, yeah. And it looks better, you know. Customer, I see copper, I said, oh, this looks nice. So, but nothing wrong with PEX. Like I said, I'm using it. It's just not at the ends, you know, where I connect anything. Especially, it is, even when it's tight. It's at one point someone's gonna mess with it. You know, people unscrewing a water supply line or whatever, or screwing a new supply line on, and they just, you know, bend like crazy and, you know, rip it off, and, you know, and then you have to sell it and you have a leak, you know, and it's no fun to have leaks. We know that. That's why copper is the way to go. Same with all the press stuff. You gotta take your time. You gotta, you know, get familiar with whatever material, not with all the press, in general, you know, whatever material, whatever tools you're working with, you gotta be familiar. You gotta know the limitations, you know what I mean? What can you do? What can you not do? What should you do? What is code, you know, and, you know, so it's just, this is a rabbit hole here, you know, code enforcement and stuff. So it's just don't be stupid with whatever you're doing. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's I'm gonna review a few more tools and a few more stuff, heaters and whatever. You know, so it's just use your brain, use your common sense, read the manual. you know, like with the PEX stuff, you know, whatever tools, materials, you know, there's always specs and, you know, how to use it, what not to do, what to do, you know, what you have to do. It's, you know, just, you know, common sense, you know, common sense stuff. But back to the PEX thing real quick. With the clearance, I know I remember the last time I was talking about clearance from the crimp tool, and I remember not with the crimp, to the clamps, you have to have behind the wall, you had to have a lot of clearance, especially if you go in a 3/4 or whatever press with the tool I reviewed. With this one, you don't need any clearance, you know, you can literally pop that away from the from the wall, ceiling, wherever. You press it, you pop your thing, and then bam, have it like smack right back against the wall or whatever, you know, the framing. You don't need any clearance to work, you know. The only clearance you need is go with the tool that you can reach your connection. A lot of times you can set up whatever setup you have and then just pop it in the ceiling or wall or floor, whatever you're working at, and then go from there, you know, and just put everything back together and then just slide it in and then connect the rest of your connection and you're all set. So it's just, you know, use your brain, you know, stuff you're doing, and makes life a lot easier. Right tool for the right task. It's, yeah, it's helpful. All right, so that was completely unprepared. I was working all week, I'm tired, and I just wanted to get this started again, because I know if I don't do a video, was planning all week to do a video today, maybe I do another one tomorrow, but I was just, you know, if I don't do today, I will not get started again with doing videos. So that's the goal here. So we have a lot of stuff. We have that tool. We can review the ProPress. What else we got? A ton of tools. So ProPress, I definitely want to do a video. As a matter of fact, I have a little project coming up. It was just a little project. We have a 1-inch ball valve. Well, actually, I never saw a ball valve fail, but one of my customers, their ball valve, what goes out to the sprinkler system, actually does not shut off all the way. So the sprinkler system is still filling up with water. It's not a good thing in the winter, or close to the winter. So I'm gonna do this. So maybe I make a video while I'm doing this, so I can start reviewing the ProPress, the M12. Where is it? Oh, there. This little guy here. So this one I have for a few years, and it's pretty beat up. It still works. So you have your little clamps. So, but I'm going to get into this the next time. The cool thing with this one is you can do copper, and then you also can do oh, this is 1-inch, but you also can do, and I have it somewhere. I had it somewhere. Oh, I have it in my gas box. I have it with the gas fittings. Actually does gas fittings also to press gas lines, black pipe. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. And yeah, thanks for listening me rumble and mumble here the whole time, to completely unprepared. So I just wanted to get, like I said, I just want to get this started, and then we go from there, and hopefully I get you guys a couple good videos together. And if you have any ideas or any suggestions what tools you think to buy or what tools you have, you know what I mean, and want my opinion to it, and then just let me know in the comment section, and I can see maybe I have the tool, and I can give you a quick rundown. All right, thank you, and see you guys. Bye.